Okay, okay. You have all convinced me. I'll do a Saitama guide. Saitama is, by every stretch of the imagination, one of the most difficult classes in all of MapleStory. Despite literally being a class in the game, Nexon thought it would be funny to contain everyone who ever wanted to enjoy playing him into their own world separate from all the more important players with their interactive and heroic servers and all that other impossible to pronounce mumbo jumbo. On top of all that, alongside the very same update we got him, they also announced they're removing him. Not even a transfer of any of our progress with him to another class or anything. I was going to main him. They themselves have hyped up this new class for years, and then they just pull the rug out from underneath everybody? Why? Well, let's try to live in the moment and enjoy what we can of him before Nexon one-punches us Saitama enjoyers out of existence. Let's start with all his skills. First off, let's get the mobility skills out of the way. A flash jump, a basic up jump that can only be used from the ground, and this omnidirectional run button that can be used in 8 different directions. As for your attacks, no, take your time. You're fine. We got time. Normal punch is just, okay, yeah, just that way. Yeah. This is your basic mobbing skill. Currently, it's got a freakishly good bug that extends the hitbox to half most map widths. Half most map widths. I'm keeping that all in. 1 second cooldown at max level, going down to a ferociously small 1 second cooldown at max level. Consecutive normal punches is your burst skill. Consecutively punching normal enemies with it results in a map wipe with the final blow. 1 minute cooldown. Killer moves, serious sideways jumps, switches some subtle standards, seemingly sideways sometimes. It's your iframe, you can hold it down for 3 seconds, and just from the sheer speed at which you move, not only can enemies not hurt you, they also can't do any damage to you, nor lower your health or reduce your HP while it's active. Oh, it also does damage to them. 2 minute cooldown. When Saitama came down from the heavens into Maple World, he innately also got 2 passives for a bunch more XP and extra damage dealt to normal enemies. As if he didn't need it more damage, already being the man that ends things in a number of punches that I already forgot. Remember these well, as these are the only passives Saitama gets. Ending off everything, your sidekick summons. Incineration Cannon summons Genos to your side to burn enemies directly in front of him, and he stays out for 3 whole minutes. 10 second cooldown. King Engine summons an unnamed prince to your location, and damages enemies in a pretty large area around him. Thanks, King. 90 second duration, 20 second cooldown. And lastly, the sisters. Tatsumaki chucks rocks at enemies every 5 seconds, and you can use her every 5 seconds during any of your attacks you're currently doing. Though if there's no enemies present, every 5 seconds or so, she respects not hurting nothing and stands down. 5 second cooldown. Lastly, Hellstorm is Fubuki's skill, summoning a tornado that rips around the map and homes in on nearby enemies with the most health. 20 second duration, 20 second cooldown. For some reason, Nexon felt the need to give Saitama another punch, but from what I understand, he only needed 1 punch. Get it? Get it? While Saitama doesn't get any hyper skills, weirdly enough they still gave him hyper passives. First off, normal punch, reinforce for extra damage, extra strike for an extra line of damage, and spread for more enemies hit. Next up we got Hero's Will, Boss Rush, Ross Bush, and Bob Ross. Lastly, there's all 3 of these for double jump. I'm not telling you which ones to get because I made all this up. I never got to 6th job, so I'm not covering all that shit. Even though Saitama is one of the most input-intensive classes in the game currently, there's still a lot you can do with him even if you didn't want to learn all his combos, invest in cooldown hat, or heck, even if you just wanted to main him. How? I'll show you. By making him easy. Above all else, don't forget about your mobility skills. They help you move around quicker as opposed to walking everywhere. For grinding, you'll just want to punch everything you can. Your summons will help alleviate how much you need to punch, but you'll be blowing entire maps away with just about every spawn wave. King eats up a huge area, larger than what his hitbox leads you to believe, and Genos can hit multiple platforms when positioned in the right spots. Fubuki is a nice summon to skid along the ground floor of maps too, for those maps that are slightly more horizontally wide than what you can usually reach with your punch. Tatsumaki isn't all that great for mobbing, but you can use her while casting just about anything else that isn't a summon. This extends to bossing too. Use her while using consecutive normal punches, or even your iframe and origin skill. That's free extra damage for nothing. While we're talking about bossing, it's also worth mentioning all your summon friends out and attacking the boss helps aplenty. There's not much to do while bossing. Just stay out of danger and keep using everything off cooldown, and keep using your summons on the boss at all times. That's it really. We can cover sequences, right? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Link skills are the same as any other class. Let's do the bossing links first. AB Link is a staple on every class nowadays, so absolutely get that. Key Cultivation and Arc Solace are both of equal importance and very similar to each other. Kana and Hayatos are both practically best in slot now, so get those when you can. I am now being told this is the wrong link. Inner ability is pretty simple. Starting with a bossing setup, I'd recommend first line boss damage, and second and third lines flat attack and either abnormal status damage, or some stat increases, specifically for strength. I'm not sure how much the stun from your main normal punch counts as a normal status towards bosses, nor do I know how much inner abilities matter towards your total overall damage, but I do know more boss is always good. You'll be clearing bosses fairly quickly regardless of what IA you have. So long as it boosts your damage, you can get away with whatever you felt like, honestly. Does Saitama even need a grinding setup? If you really wanted one. I guess you could just go with the tried and true drop, meso, and normal monster damage. If you really wanted to farm on Saitama. You freak. Bursting isn't all that complicated. Starting with punching once and... Oh, right. Okay, for real though. Set up all your summons, hold down consecutive, while clicking Tatsumaki during that. Afterwards, hold down serious sideways jumps, and from there you could either circle back into spamming normal punch, or for your origin burst, pop serious punch right after jumps. Again, you can use Tatsumaki throughout all these attacks, so do that every 5 seconds as they're all playing out. It's a nice damage increase that I don't see people mention nearly as often as they should. I like Saitama a lot. While I would main him, I understand Nexon hates bald classes with a burning passion. Just look at Jet. And I can understand why they decided to can him right after his debut. While I'll be sad to see him go, I await to see what class replaces him in the future. He's getting replaced by a new class, right? Arel? Thanks to the Saitama Discord for all their help in figuring out how my keyboard works. I genuinely didn't know you were supposed to plug it in to do anything. That was real dumb of me. Whoops. Also, thank you for watching my guide. If there's other classes you want to see me cover in the near future, let me know down in the comments. Subscribe if you wanted more content from me. Like the video if you liked the video, and yeah, until next time. That's all.